In this video, we're going to unbox all the non-exclusive colors of the S25 Ultra. This way, you can see what each of the colors looks like next to each other, and hopefully help you with a purchasing decision. On the outside, each of these boxes are the same, which is one of two ways that Samsung is saving a bit of money this year. Instead of a box with colored artwork, Samsung has added a color matching stripe to the sticker that seals each box. This is smart, subtle cost savings on their part. We're going to start off with taking a look at Titanium Gray. So here's our first look at Titanium Gray. This is a pretty nice neutral color. What I will say is that the finish is a bit more shiny than I was anticipating. Something I'm finding with the new finish of this phone is that it's a bit more of a fingerprint magnet than the last model. I really like the updated detail of having thicker camera rings and having them be black. It's nice to have that contrast on the phone, given that all the colors this year are a bit more muted. Something I noticed is that there's a bit of spacing between the camera ring and the body of the phone, almost like these are camera lens protectors. But I don't really want to just try picking that off. Something I really like about having the gray phone is that the frame of the phone is color matched all the way around. I'm a big fan of the design changes to the body of the phone this year. It's way more comfortable to hold in the hand because this corner isn't digging right into the palm. The S Pen has also had some subtle design changes, mostly just to the end here. Here's a look at the S Pen that comes with the 25 Ultra in Titanium Gray. Since we've been handling this phone a bunch, you can see there's even more fingerprints showing up here. We'll keep this in mind, taking a look at the other colors to see if one of the colors is less or more fingerprint prone. All right, so next we're gonna take a look at what they call Titanium White Silver. So actually, this is quite nice because of what I pointed out before with these black camera rings. One of the perks of this color combo is that it is more of a color match between the frame and the back glass. So if you're someone who prefers to have more of a unified or single color device, then this might be the one for you, or the gray that we just took a look at. For each of the devices, on the left side is just an antenna band at the top here. Looking up at the top of the device, you get an antenna band and a microphone. On the right side are two antenna bands, a power button, and a volume up and down button. And on the bottom are the SIM tray, microphone, speaker, and S Pen. Now please, whatever you do, don't confuse this microphone hole for the hole that's ejecting your SIM tray. That's just going to be a bad time for you and for the phone. Now here's a side-by-side comparison of the gray and the silver 25 Ultra. Something that stands out a lot when these are side-by-side is just how much the color of the gray one changes depending on how the light's hitting it. If that's something that matters to you, like you want to have your phone look the same regardless of the lighting, then the silver might be the best option for you on the left. And then here's a comparison of the frame color side-by-side. You can see that the gray color, or natural as I like to refer to it, is a bit more of a yellow tone compared to the white silver, which is much more of a traditional silver color. One thing you'll notice, and I'll point out as we look through these, is that there's just two different colors of frames. And now finally, here's the S Pen that you get with the white silver device. It's kind of a blue color, which is pretty neat. And then the end of the pen is color matched to the frame of the white silver phone. Next, let's take a look at the color blue. So what do you think about this one? Right now, I feel like this might be my least favorite of all the four colors I have. In person, this blue color is super subtle, especially when you don't have other phones to compare it to. You might just end up thinking that this is kind of more of a silver colored phone. But if you compare it to the silver color itself, you can tell that this is definitely blue. Similar to the gray color, the blue color changes its appearance quite a bit depending on how the light is hitting it. Again, taking a closer look at the camera rings, I'm a big fan at how they contrast with each color of the device. Here's a look at the S Pen that comes with the titanium blue color of the 25 Ultra. What you'll see here is that the S Pen for the silver and the S Pen for the blue are exactly the same. Looking from the side, it can be a little hard to tell, but the camera rings do have a subtle blue tint to them. Here's a comparison with the silver phone on the right and the blue on the left. Now with the blue and the silver, when you put them side by side, they both have the exact same frame color, which is silver. And what you'll see with the black titanium is that its frame matches the gray frame. And this is the second way that Samsung's saving a bit of money progressing through all the different devices. Let's take a look at the black color, and then I'll explain what I mean a little further. Last but not least, let's take a look at the black color. When I saw this color option online with the two-tone look, I wasn't the biggest fan, but in person, it's actually super nice. Now, if we're being honest, most people will probably just throw a case on the phone, and you won't even see the sides at all. Now, if you want to see a bunch of different cases for the 25 Ultra, you're going to want to subscribe, because I have lots of different options to show you, like this ArmorPro 600D from Benks. For me, this is a great way to keep my phone protected while not sacrificing much of the look. This isn't sponsored, but this is one of several cases sent to me, and a strong contender for my favorite out of all of them. Now, because this is the black phone, there's less of a contrast between the camera rings and the actual back glass of the phone itself. But in general, I tend to be a big fan of black phones. Like most things that are matte black, this does tend to pick up fingerprints and show them fairly easily. Like I just mentioned a bit ago, when you're looking at the black phone and the gray phone, they do have the exact same frame color, and they also do have the same S Pen color. So here's a side-by-side showing you the frame of the blue and the silver, and the black and the gray colored S25 Ultra. So Samsung is saving money here by only making 2 different colored frames for their 4 common colors. There is an online exclusive black that uses a black frame, but the other 2 exclusives just use the silver frame. This means less manufacturing process by not having to produce a pink, a blue, and a green frame. This makes life easier for repair shops too, because they'll almost always stock 2 frames, and likely just special order the black one. To wrap this up, let's do some color comparisons. I hope it's been helpful to see these 4 colors next to each other. Let me know in the comments which one you would choose. As always, thank you for spending your time with me. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you again.